Migration happens a lot all over the world, and there are many reasons why. They have problems which lead to migration and will also have problems after migrating. When people migrate into a country, interaction happens. Migrants will have issues communicating with people due to all the culture barriers such as the difference in culture, language, and others. Not only migrants have problems but also the natives. Trying to communicate with migrants isn't easy when it comes to natives also for the same reason. We will explain what these people face, why they do, and how they overcome it.
There are many reasons why people migrate. One of them is because they want to reunite with their family or friends. Sometimes they migrate because of environmental preference, regarding the living conditions, political reasons, living costs, or weather. Another reason could be because of employment seeking, or being designated to move for their job. Some occupations that involve this are military diplomats, travelers, market researchers, and others. Others can migrate for another country in order to study. And there are people who would also escape from violent conflict or unacceptable doings in their home country, such as LGBTQ. Therefore, people move to a country where it is better to have their life settled.
So we have decided to interview people from different nationalities, the foreigners that come to Indonesia and the native people. We will also ask some questions about the cultural differences and how they face it. Where did you come from originally, Lan?
I am originally from India, southern part of India, actually from Tamil Nadu.
Here with
Jeremy.
Mr. Jeremy from
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
I'm from Pakistan and I born in Pakistan. Yeah.
From Turkmenistan, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So we are here with
Brazil.
You're from Brazil. Why did you move to Indonesia in the first place?
First thing is I was actually looking for some job opportunity.
I moved to Indonesia for my kids' education.
Here in Indonesia, I wish to work in a city, so I got it in the Jakarta.
So I came here twice on holiday and then I moved here because I liked it.
My father's work.
Yeah. So you live here because of your father. How long have you been living here?
Right now it's just 8 months.
1 year.
Okay.
14 years.
14 years?
6 months. Yeah.
What was your first impression of moving here?
Initially it was a lot of fun and then it gets very difficult.
I didn't know about Indonesia, to be honest. And I was kind of sad of not moving to a famous country.
People's reactions to different problems in life, to driving, the chaos, the traffic.
Most of the people, they don't speak in English.
What culture shocks have you experienced when you arrived here?
Problem I have faced is just a language barrier. All the communication methods are in Bahasa. Even if I want to order something online, that specific software is in Bahasa.
Difficult to communicate. That is the first thing that it was very difficult for me.
I think food, because here, us in the Philippines, we don't really eat spicy food.
My reactions that would be acceptable in my culture, potentially not as acceptable here. Obviously getting lost, different culture, different everything really.
How do you communicate work study with the native people?
I always go for a translation.
We can use this Google Translator.
Gestures, I used to walk around with a piece of paper with about 10, 15 sentences written on there. And sometimes a pocket dictionary.
In the beginning, I was able to adapt because I could always ask the waiter or whoever prepares the food to give me non-spicy food, right? Or don't take the chabe out of it. So,
Did the native people help you?
Yes. I asked for help from a few of my colleagues and yes, they helped me out, yeah.
they're great, yeah. Very welcoming. Indonesian people are very honest.
Maybe if there's something that we could improve, like in order to help other foreign people when they come here, what will it be?
I don't think other people can help anyone else. If you want to adapt to an environment, you have to get amongst it. Try to meet as many people as you can. Be cool, be open, be accepting to the new environment.
There should be access to both the languages. Majority of people here do not speak in English and a lot of good tourism is here, right, in Indonesia. That is, I think, needs improvement for transaction for services.
Bapak berasal dari mana ya?
Saya berasal dari kota Kupang, Nusa Tenggara Timur, itu ada di Indonesia.
Saya dari Flores.
Apakah Bapak sering berkomunikasi atau bertemu dengan foreigners?
Ya, saya sering berkomunikasi karena itu pekerjaan saya.
Ya sering dong. Yang pertama karena pekerjaan lah.
Nah, pekerjaan saya adalah pengajar bahasa Indonesia untuk penutur asing.
Karena sering bertemu dengan orang-orang asing, apakah Bapak merasakan sebuah perbedaan budaya?
Kan selalu ada.
Perbedaan yang paling mendasar adalah soal berteman.
Selain bahasa, ada di budaya.
Jadi intinya belum sempurna, kita masih ada gap. Block itu yang disebut dengan sense of culture. Rasa budayanya itu beda. Saya tidak mengerti bahasanya dia, terus dia ngomong bahasanya dia di depan saya. Dia tidak bisa menghormati saya, atau saya tidak bisa menghormati dia karena kami tidak saling belajar.
Bedanya dengan siswa yang ada di sekolah internasional, jika dibandingkan dengan sekolah negeri, dalam percakapan sehari-hari bisa kita lihat berapa persen kosakata Indonesia yang digunakan dibanding dengan sekolah negeri. Dibandingkan dengan sekolah asing yang mereka menggunakan ragam bahasa yang campur-campur. Indonesia-Inggris. Saat pelajaran bahasa Indonesia, siswa sekolah internasional ini masih banyak yang tidak tahu kosakata baku dan tidak baku. Mereka akan butuh bantuan saat mencari tempat tinggal. Banyak dari mereka yang tidak tahu kalau mau kemana-mana harus pakai apa.
You solve the problem in order to communicate with them and to help them.
Ya belajar sebanyak-banyaknya. Belajar budaya orang itu penting. Semakin kita belajar banyak tentang budayanya, semakin kita di welcome.
Kami pengajar-pengajar itu mengajarkan bagaimana cara berkomunikasi saat naik Transjakarta, saat menggunakan ojek online.
Harus bisa belajar bahasa ya. Bisa komunikasi dengan mereka ya harus pelajari juga budaya mereka. The way they think. Pun kita harus beri rasa toleransi yang seluas-luasnya. Beri rasa fleksibel seluas-luasnya.
On a final note, we concluded that the most common problems that people face when moving to an environment, especially a new country, can be language barriers in communication, managing facilities such as banks, for example, or even just ordering food. Culture shocks such as learning and teaching methods, food taste, way of dressing, or just way of life in general are also issues that foreigners have to deal with. Lastly but not least, the fear of undergoing intolerant and disrespectful acts towards them affects both natives and foreigners' lives, with all of this making a clear demonstration of acts needed to be taken.
From all the interviews we've done, some solutions that we've come up with came from both the interviewees and ourselves. One of them is that the natives' country can try to get more people to learn another language so that foreigners can communicate with them. Natives also have to learn to respect the cultures of foreigners and continue to be patient with them and try to get along, find ways to communicate with them and help them when they're in need of help. On the other hand, foreigners, as suggested, also must have the willingness to adapt to the new environment, language and all, learn the culture of the natives, and try to get along with people to increase their broad knowledge on the culture of the country. Respect for them should also be there. Foreigners can also conduct a research beforehand about the country before moving so they can have an overview of their life in terms of communications, transport facilities and all. That way, when foreigners migrate, we all can get along together.